All right, there's a popular Facebook post in our group, and I'll have a link to this post. You can join. It's free to join the Facebook group if you're not in there already, where I've made, at first I'd made 50, now I've made over 100 screen capture examples of keepa charts where the product is selling well above buy box. If you're not familiar with what buy box is, on Amazon, you can install the keepa extension, and it needs to be the paid version. And of all the many things that you can track, there's all kinds of things you can track, as you can see over here. The thing that you're probably going to pay the most attention to, especially if you're new, is this pink line, this buy box line here. And a lot of people get obsessed with that buy box line, and it's handy. Don't get me wrong; it's very useful for sure. But I've got 100 examples from my own Amazon account where we are making sales way above buy box. In some cases, $10, $20, $30 above buy box. How do we find these ASINs? I've given 100 examples, and you can click and see the examples right in the Facebook post. Let's just go through a few of them. This is the post. Again, I'll give you a link to this, but if you scroll down once you have this post, you'll see there's links going all the way back. I've been doing this for a few months now. I've got over 100 examples here since, I think I started this in December. All right. So let's look at a couple examples so I can tell you what we're talking about here. Here's one that we've sold 22 of in the past 3 months. I show you the gold arrow, which is our price point. I show you in many cases the black line, which is our break-even point. And a lot of sellers might walk away from this because break-even is about where buy box is, but we're selling it well above buy box. Once you understand how this works, it opens up millions of great ASINs. I won't read this to you. You can pause the video if you want to read over it. Again, I've got 100 examples of this. Here's another one. I'm the highest price seller on this one. I just sold 2 units for 35 bucks a piece. You can see the buy box is here about $20, right? See that? So the typical buy box is 20. I'm selling them at $35 each. And we've got a bunch of examples of these. Let's look at another one. Here's one that says the typical buy box is around $53 to $55 when there is one. You can see here, right? Sometimes it's suppressed, and we talk about what that means. I'm not going to go into it right now, but when Amazon thinks the price is too high, sometimes they'll hide the buy box and make shoppers click an extra link in order to see their options. You've experienced that as a shopper on Amazon before, I'm sure. There are 6 FBA sellers priced below me on this, and I'm still making sales way above buy box. How does that happen? We've got a bunch of examples. Here's a shortcut link, and I'll also stick it in the notes near this. If you go to this link, it takes you right to this post that I told you about earlier. This is the post that has all the examples in our Facebook group, and you can scroll through them one at a time, learn some great lessons. This is completely free, but again, emphasizing the fact that you do not have to be the lowest price. You do not have to win the buy box to win consistent sales. Here's another one. This is the last example I'll show you. You can go check it out yourself if you're interested. But on this one, there's, again, no buy box. I'll scroll down and show you the graph. The buy box comes and goes. That's what that pink line is. Amazon also comes and goes. Strangely enough, when Amazon is here, the buy box appears. When Amazon leaves, the buy box vanishes, meaning customers have to click an extra link to actually purchase this item. That's all it means when the buy box vanishes. We actually love those suppressed listings where Amazon goes away, because it just means to us that Amazon doesn't like the high prices that sellers are getting away with selling the product for. So they suppress the buy box. But it means sales are happening at higher prices when they suppress it too. Sales are definitely happening. We prove it over and over again. So on this one, let's look at the details. Only 3 of the 10 sellers are higher than me. Keepa has 70 drops per month, which that's an important element in this. If you don't know what that means, get into our Facebook group, start studying replens again. I'm not going to go into it right now. It's an easy thing to track though. We've made 2 sales at 57 bucks, which as you can see is way above the typical buy box line when it appears down here. So if you're obsessing over this buy box line, you need to stop obsessing over the buy box line. There are so many examples of this, and many sellers are starting to experiment with it. This is not the only way to find good replens. It is a way to find a lot of really good replens, however. So just wanted to run this past you, maybe reignite some creativity in the strategies that you're using to find great inventory to test on Amazon. Again, here's the post. And if you get into our free Facebook group, you'll easily be able to access this post and all kinds of other amazing success stories and encouragement and the reality of building a beautiful business on Amazon. Hopefully we can help you out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think.